substantial project, an MSc dissertation, which would start in January and goes all the way through till September the 1st, that will give you the opportunity to really get into doing your own research in that area with one of the experts, with a relevant expert in the field. Here are some of the modules that we provide that you can potentially undertake. So everybody, so at top left, I've got compulsory modules. Everybody's got to do fundamentals of weather and climate science, clearly. So everybody's got to learn something about fluid dynamics, thermodynamics, and other fundamental topics, such as radiation, let's say. Everybody's got to do the engaging with research module, which is about help you, if you've not done research before, to understand how we do research, how we interface with the literature, how we do our own stuff, and then how we go forward to writing that up. And then, of course, that project that I mentioned, so MTH MO21, Advanced Mathematics Project, this is where you get the opportunity to do substantial work on your own. And then there are other modules, so there are the core modules, so you would choose some from that list, so you can see some sort of really standard stuff there, so fluid dynamics of atmospheres and oceans, for example, working with data, statistical modelling, mid-latitude weather systems, modelling the weather and climate, the kinds of things that you would definitely expect to see on a programme like this. But also, if you look over on the right-hand side, we've got some optional modules that take things potentially a little bit further. So things like global challenges and global systems thinking would be more applied, whereas there are also more fundamental modules like waves, instabilities and turbulence. So if you really want to take the fluid dynamics further. But then there are also the opportunity to do things which are a little bit outside the Earth itself, like so space. I can see space weather and plasmas here, but there'd also be the opportunity to do a little bit of planetary science. So if you're interested in that, I personally think that learning some planetary science is a really good way to understand the Earth better. Okay, so let's try to wrap up now. Probably the thing I should mention is that to do this course, you need to have a solid background from a mathematical degree sort of subject. And it's really important to understand the fundamentals of vector calculus and differential equations. So unfortunately, we find that people who don't have those skills can find the program very difficult. So you really need to have those things. If you come here, you'll be able to draw on the expertise of people both at Exeter and also in the UK Met Office. You'll be able to learn mathematical modelling and statistical analysis, computational skills, as well as the science and maths associated with weather and climate. And then you get to do this big 6-month project, which starts in January. Well, I say 6 months, I guess it goes on till September, to really get a chance to get your hands into doing some actual research yourself. So I'd better wrap it up there. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Hugo. Our next speaker is Mark Kelson, but Mark told me that he has to drop off his kids, so I have to move our other speakers up. So, Sally, would you be able to present, please?
Yes, sure. Just let me share my screen. And I need to make sure the audio share sound. Okay. So let me know if that is looking like it's working.
Yes.
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you, everyone. Great. Hi, everyone. So I'm here to represent 2 of the top master's programs we offer in the geography department at Exeter. So we have 2 quite similar kind of acronyms. We've got the GSS, which I'm the program director for, and the GIS. So I'm going to introduce both of those today on behalf of geography. So to start with, I want to introduce my program, Global Sustainability Solutions. It's just skipped. We'll see what happens. And I've got a video, so hopefully this is going to work.
We know we need to radically alter society, and we need to do that very, very quickly, and there's going to be a whole bunch of risks associated with that. We need to move fast enough so that we can decarbonise quickly.
need it to move on to the next one, which it doesn't seem to want to. Hold on, everyone. This is where it fails. It is literally just stuck on YouTube. Okay. Sorry, bear with. And now it doesn't want to do anything. Okay. So I'll just carry on talking about my program whilst I sort this out somehow. And if anyone's got suggestions of how to get it to stop being on YouTube, please let me know. So the GSS, the Global Sustainability Solutions Programme, is a truly interdisciplinary programme. You don't have to have any specific discipline background to be able to do this programme, which is really exciting. So that's one of its strengths, is it brings together, oh, it's going to play again. There we go. Sorry, we'll move back onto here. Brings together different students with different backgrounds, bring in their kind of expertise and passions to the table, which is really exciting. So very much designed to try to equip you with skills to become an agent of change, going in for sustainable solutions, going to the future. It's a really kind of exciting and innovative program with lots of different teaching and learning. You really start to think about real world kind of challenges and thinking about how to solve some of those complex challenges. And we have a variety of different teaching and assessments, which gives students a whole different kind of set of skills, which is really nice, and lots of experience depending on what they might want to do in the future. We have quite a few different immersive experiences in the programme, so this really allows students to get a chance to kind of know each other, to get to know the staff, but also to kind of do some bigger picture thinking and to connect with a lot of our previous students to see where they are now, and to get advice from them. We do have opportunities to get real world experience. So although it's a taught master's programme, students can choose to do an optional module called Sustainability in Practice, where they can do a placement in a workplace, and they can choose to do their dissertation as an internship. So a bit like what Hugo said on theirs, we have a large dissertation module. We help to train students thinking about different kind of data collection, data analysis, and then it becomes this independent project. And if students would like to, they can choose to do it with a company to try to address one of their real world challenges. And we have a range of different companies that we work with locally. The Met Office is one of them, and Hydrostar in Exeter, but we also have national and international connections for that as well. And similar again to what Hugo said, you know, we have some of the most fantastic kind of climate and sustainability academics at Exeter. So you get to learn from them and with them, which is really exciting, as well as kind of connecting with our larger network. I'll skip through this because this information is on the webpage, but we have the core modules and then we also have a list of optional modules, but you can actually pick to do an optional module from anywhere across the university, which makes it a program that you can then make bespoke to what you're most interested in. And just to show you some of the kind of locations and roles that some of our students have gone on to do, it's a huge variety. Yes, a lot might go into sustainability consulting, kind of different analysts, but it really does range depending on the students' kind of interests and passions, and maybe what connections they've made during the course or what skills they've decided they've really enjoyed or they want to do in the future. I've got a little quote from one of the students who did I think she was one of the very first year like the very first year of the course, actually, Charlie. And she just kind of said about how, you know, she really enjoyed being able to work on real world challenges, as well as in the dissertation project, having that kind of opportunity to encourage positive change with a company. So that is our GSS program, so Global Sustainability Solutions. You're welcome to contact me with any questions about that. And I'm going to move on to the second program that we have to offer in the geography department, which is the MSc for Geographical Information Science, so GIS. So Damien Mansell is the program director for this one. I'm representing on behalf of him today, but you can reach out to him at any point to ask questions. And I have another video, so I have a feeling that the same issue might happen. So I'm just wondering whether to even risk this or not. I might.
Don't worry, go for it.
Go for it or don't go for the video.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, right. I'll go for it because it's actually Damien talking, so it's way better than me. So just to set the scene, so GIS, for those who are less familiar, it's a really, really exciting skill to have, to be able to really apply in so many different ways. The program's driven by science, industry, and there's a big focus on the environment and employability. And you get drone training for it, which is quite exciting. So here's the video. Let's see what happens.
The University of Exeter is uniquely positioned to offer a GIS program that combines teaching excellence with cutting-edge research, innovation, and links with industry. GIS is the technology behind the maps and spatial data that has the power to unlock the significant economic, social, and environmental opportunities offered by location data. Esri is the global market leader in geospatial technologies. So I caught up with Addy Pope, the Esri UK Higher Education Manager, who's well positioned to speak of this opportunity.
The geospatial industry is booming. We are awash with data. There's so much data, but data is arguably quite useless. We need to do something with that data to turn it into usable and useful information, and often that involves GIS. But the industry needs a throughput of talent, skills, to fill and realise the opportunities that they have. And I don't think we've quite got the volume of MSc students filling those opportunities within the UK. And this is mirrored across Europe and the rest of the world. But acutely, there's a little skills shortage within the UK at the moment for good quality GIS skills.
But what will you be doing with GIS? You'll harness location data, such as satellite and drone imagery, mapped infrastructure and utilities, and apply geospatial and AI and data science techniques to solve real-world problems. With GIS, you will analyse spatial data, visualise patterns, infer insights, and make decisions that shape our planet's future. At Exeter, you will join a vibrant community, making connections with world-class researchers and educators across disciplines, for example, from within the Global Sustainability Institute, the Centre for Resilience and Environment, Water and Waste, within geography with environmental scientists, and explore new opportunities with our industry links and partners. Our campus offers state-of-the-art teaching facilities and beautiful outdoor spaces. But at Exeter, your learning goes beyond the classroom. Our fieldwork opportunities take you into the landscapes you're studying, giving you the skills to collect, analyse, interpret, and draw insights from location-based data. Just like these students are doing here, monitoring leaky dams on Dartmoor National Park as part of a nature-based solution to mitigate flooding. You will learn how to communicate such insights into original cartographic outputs, videos, story maps.
Okay, so we're going to have the same thing. So I'm going to try to get away from this and get back somehow. And if not, it's absolutely not a problem. I don't even know how I managed to sort it last time. So for the GIS, it's also very, you're able to come and join this with any kind of background. It's been designed to kind of allow people to come and join. And yeah, it's a really exciting master's program. I do have just 2 more slides on there with quotes from alumni, but I can try and paste those into the chat somehow if I can actually now get away from this, which I think I can if I just stop sharing my screen. That's probably the easiest way to get away from this right now. But any questions on the GIS Masters, please do feel free to contact Damien, or you can contact me and I can pass them on to Damien, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions about the Global Sustainability Solutions Masters. Thank you very much. I'll stop sharing so that I can just get away from this.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So let me see if so our next one will be Mark Kelson, but I'm not sure if he is here or not yet. Mark, are you here? He's not online yet, so
I have just arrived.
Oh, great. Yeah, I was
Can you?
moving from you.
Excellent. Hi. Sorry, everybody. I'm off the literal school run. I've dropped off my kids and run home, so I'm just about here. How long do I have, Hussein?
The same as 7 minutes, about
7 minutes.
7 to 10 minutes.
Okay, and I am talking about ADSS, isn't that right?
That's correct.
Yes. Okay. So I am going to share screen. Excuse all the tabs I have open. That's just how I roll. I'm gonna go to share. Sorry, getting system settings stuff. And Zoom. Bear with me. Oh goodness. Okay, we're gonna forget that. I'm just gonna talk at you. Okay. So, the Applied Data Science and Statistics program, we have made some changes recently. It has been running for 6 years, so we've had 9 cohorts of students come through this master's program. We're getting pretty good at it. We've had about 600 students through, and each time we've refined and iterated the program. This year, we've made some big changes. We've introduced some new modules. One is on quantitative methods and AI for environmental challenges. I think that is interesting, even if you're not interested in environmental challenges. The principles that are going to be covered in that module will be widely applicable. Environmental work is just what we're really good at the University of Exeter. And so that's the application area, because we need somewhere to apply the tools to. So what happens in ADSS is there's no choice. So we don't offer choices of modules. It's a set menu of modules. We begin with Introduction to Data Science and Statistical Modeling, where we cover Introduction to R. We also cover Python in 503, which is applications of data science and statistics. And we also teach you about communicating data science and statistics. We have a statistical modeling module, which covers loads of forms of regression. We do advanced topics in statistics, where we get lecturers in and they do 2 or 3 weeks of their favorite topic. So it's all new, it changes every time. And that's really interesting. And we also have a data governance and ethics module. So the long and short of it is this. We have a schedule of modules that will rapidly upskill people in cutting edge data science and statistics methodology. We don't assume a lot of knowledge. We don't assume prior coding. We don't assume much prior maths. But you do have to be, willing to learn lots quickly. So it's a really exciting program. Then over the summer, you do a summer project and you have an individual supervisor and you have lots of control. You'll get given a choice of options. You can also come up with your own option and we'll find someone to supervise you. You do that over the summer and you write up a dissertation, and that is how it goes. Assessment is a combination of in-class tests. We do some vivas, so in-person vivas where we're talking to you and we're assessing your understanding. Written exams and courseworks. There's quite a lot of courseworks. And a lot of the work is AI assisted, so we're expecting you to use AI. But some of the other forms of assessment then do check understanding yourself. So the unique selling points of ADSS. Here's what I think it is. At the end, you will have whatever your primary discipline is in, and data science and statistics. So, we've had graduates from this program and they've got a primary degree in marketing, and then they're also good at data science, and they walk into jobs because that combination of skills is absolutely unique or quite unusual. You'll be getting a qualification from a Department of Mathematics and Statistics, and I think people value that. I think that's quite important. You will understand the underlying statistics to lots of modern data science methods, and you'll learn that from mathematicians who really, really understand it. And we'll cover the equations, but we're not focused on the equations. We want you to understand them, but maybe not be able to manipulate them. And we also then have this ethics module, which I think is really, really good. The two things that students ask me about before they come, one is, what is the weather like? The weather in Exeter is it's okay. It's good for the UK. So it's a bit of rain, but if you're going to get nice weather anywhere, you'll probably get it in the south. The other thing they ask is, what is the city like? The city is very, very lovely. It's very safe for students. There's ancient Roman walls all the way around the city. So there's 2,000-year-old walls, and it's a very nice place to wander around, very safe and student friendly. The food is the third thing, and I have heard people say the food is a bit bland. So there you go. I'm happy to take any questions, but I understand there's other people on the call. Over to you, Hussein.
Thank you very much, Mark. So we will have the questions at the end. I have put some time slots for them. So our next speaker will be from engineering department. I'm not sure if Aritra is there. I couldn't see him in chat. Otherwise, Justin, are you going to present on behalf of Aritra? I can't hear anything. Justin? Okay. So probably it's better if we move on and move to our next speaker to see if Aritra or Justin will come back. So I have asked one of my colleagues, Juju, to speak about his research, as I understand that's one of the parts that BMKG is interested in. And Juju works on artificial intelligence as well as data science and some connections with climate science. So I asked him to present a bit of his research for you guys. So Juju, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. Yes, if you want to share your screen.
Yeah, great. Please remind me, how much time do I have? 7 minutes?
7 minutes, 10 minutes, yeah, 7 to 10 minutes.
Let me share my screen.
Yeah.
So, can you see that?
Yeah. Yes, I can see.
Excellent. So, yeah, morning everyone. I'm Joe. I'm a lecturer in data-centric engineering. So thanks all my colleagues for introducing our programs. So I will talk more from a academic perspective. So our research focuses more on machine learning advances for weather forecasting. And so before I introduce our research, I would like to talk about the actual forecasting task we are working on. So this is a weather forecast you will receive probably every day. And you can see here from the meta of it, we have a lot of information about the future, like precipitation, humidity, and wind, and so forth. So as I said before I introduce our research, I would like to talk slightly about what is behind the screen, such that we can get this kind of forecasts. So if actually we are looking at the data collected from synoptic station across the UK. So these are one of those synoptic stations. So in the UK, it's probably too small for you to see. If I zoom in, there are a lot of yellow dots. So these are all synoptic stations. So we are collecting data from those synoptic stations, basically, and will be transmitted to the Met Office in an hourly basis. So our task here is to predict how the weather condition change given the data collected from those stations. So overall, specifically, we're looking at a function f, which can map our input to our output. So in reality, the problem can get more complex because we are looking at more multimodality data. So in addition to those data collected from synoptic stations, we also have radar data, satellite data, and reanalysis data. So our task is still to find a function f to generate the prediction. So what is our f? So currently, I think most of the meteorological departments are looking at numerical weather prediction solutions. So basically, they're trying to solve all those differential equations to somehow forcing the future condition of our weather. So basically, we're relying on a huge computing server, so we can get the prediction like this. Okay, so one say limitation is that these operational numerical weather prediction models are quite computation intensive. So they require initialization time, and so basically they will be updated only 3 to 6 hours each. So basically we will have around 4 new updates each day. So this will limit our responsiveness for rapidly evolving events. So then, talking about our research, we are trying to work with the metaphys to see how those machine learning techniques and models can help. So basically, it will allow them to solve those prediction problem without actually solving those government equations. So we are still looking at those multimodality data. And after some feature extraction, we will pass those extracted features into a machine we call the machine learning model, and it will generate a prediction. So now this becomes our function to learn and simulate the evolution of weather conditions. So if I unmask it, this is a very general architecture for neural network. So of course, we will have more sophisticated models architecture. Like this is the newest model from the DeepMind, and we also have this is Aurora from I think it's from software, and this is Aurora. And currently, we are working with the metaphys to implement and testing those models in their operational forecasting tasks. So at the same time, we are also working with them, developing new, say, machine learning models or foundation models for specific weather forecasting tasks. So this is one of our latest research. Basically, we were working on general spatial temporal forecasting tasks, and we have developed this kind of framework, and we tested of course, using the data from those synoptic stations, and we were trying to predict like wind and temperature and visibility. So I won't talk too much about the architecture itself. So we were also looking at other frameworks. For example, this one, we were looking at wind forecasting, and we directly encoded the wind map into the architecture. So during this process, we also noticed several limitations of machine learning. So as you can see, this is one of our previous work. Left-hand side, we have the ground truth is a typhoon picture, and the right-hand side is somewhat prediction given by machine learning models. So we can see that with time goes, the prediction gradually become more blurry. So basically, our machine learning models currently use more and focus more on the general forecasting probability because we are using those loss functions. So actually, machine learning tends to generate more blurry predictions without being punished by using those loss functions. So actually, we have been looking at, of course, our machine learning models are basically data-driven, so it will also lack those physical consistency. So we are currently also looking at different solutions, like incorporating those physical laws into our machine learning models, as well as developing new loss functions to help improve the prediction. So this is our previous work working with the Hong Kong Observatory. So we implement some of the machine learning models and generate predictions like the rainfall and the temperature, and we design this kind of dashboard for them to monitor the performance of machine learning models in a longer term. Right, that's basically everything from me today. I slightly talk about the research we have been doing. And of course, you're very welcome to get in touch. And this is my email. Thanks, Hossein.
Thank you very much, Joe. So again, we will have time for questions. So if you have any questions, I will. So our next speakers are two of our students here. I see them in. So it's Abun and Rofo. So are you there? Hello?
I'm here. Hello.
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah.
Hussein.
Rofo. Yeah.
Is it Agum, do you want to go first or me?
You can go first, actually. Ladies first.
That's very good, Ago.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. So I've just officially started my third year now. And one of the main reason that I choose Exeter because during the interview process, I feel really comfortable with the supervisor. And also, I found like the administrative process is quite smooth in the beginning, so which made the whole experience much less stressful. And I also really enjoy living in the Exeter because it's a small city, but it has a lot of to offer. And if you enjoy nature, and I'm not really a big fan of the big city, it's a lovely place to live. So you can easily take a short bus or a train to go to the beach, go for a walk in the countryside, or explore places. So it's really nice to have a balance between having a peaceful environment and still have everything you need nearby. And one thing that I really appreciate also is every PhD student will have research and training support grant. We call it RTSG. So you can use this finance for attending conference, workshop, training, courses is to support your research. Like for example, last year I used this for going to China during a summer for attending like a summer school things. And so overall, my experience in the Exeter has been very positive. The academic environment is supportive, and I have many opportunity to learn, collaborate, and develop both academically and also like personally. So if you are considering studying here, my advice would be make the most opportunity available. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and then get involved in the community. And that's it. Thank you, and I hope I can see you here in the future. It's Agum, that's your turn now.
All right. Oh, hi guys. I'm perhaps not familiar with name first. My name is Agong. So I think I'm the only one student in the Department of Engineering from BMKG right now. So basically that's very sad. And what I want to share is actually is pretty same with the Rufa say. Actually, if you come here, it's actually a lot of things happens because for me, like studying in Exeter is kind of like rewarding experiences, both academically and personally. Because from academic perspective, what I appreciate the most is actually the supportive research environment, because you will find a lot of supportive supervisor, because all supervisor in here is actually approachable and most of the time they are very fun to talk. For example, Pak Martino. It's actually always have a very good time. We also grab some coffee a lot of time, right, Pak Martino, and also Hussein. I also meet Hussein a lot of times, basically because I think he's living in the Horizon building. So most of the time I met him, and what excellent facility you will find in university sector is actually we have a lot of research access because we have like modern library. Basically, we have two libraries in here. It's like old library and also modern library, if I can say that. And old library is actually basically the building names, not kind of like very old that ones. And then you can also access a wide range of academic research as well, because we do have like institution access for all of the researches for the papers or also the journals. So basically, so you can access that free. So you just have to log in with your account, university account. So you just access that freely. So you can download that every time and everywhere. And as doctoral students in here is actually I have a money opportunity as well. Same with the Rufa. If Rufa go to China, it's actually I love to stay here in the UK because we have a lot of seminar, workshop, conference as well. I think if every week in the university, actually, you can go to the every department and then you find a lot of seminars, conferences, and you can even sit in model if you wish for. You just have to ask for the supervisor or professor in here, or you want to sit in here because you want to gain some knowledge to support your kind of like research actually. So which is help you actually grow as a researcher and professional as well. And don't worry about the academic life because in here it's not kind of like boring life. We also have to do a lot of non-academic things because we have a bunch of society in here. So if you're interested in sport or movie or something like that, we have like kind of like over 200 society in here. So you can just join them or you can just connect with other student come from the other culture and also countries. So basically they will be very fun to stay in here and pursue your program in here as well. So I think that's the most, and one of the things probably will be considered actually the city. We actually kind of like very good city because we have like fantastic quality of life in terms of safe, welcoming, and relatively affordable compared to the most of uh, many other places in the UK. It's cheaper actually compared to another big city because we are located in the southwest part of England. And then the cities actually have friendly environment, beautiful green spaces. We do have a lot of park here. And also we have like a national park, Dartmoor. You just have like 20 and 30 minutes by train. You go to the Okehampton and then you go hiking for that for sure. That will be very fun to go there. And yeah, that's also kind of concerned about me about the food. The food is relatively because we do have a lot of halal option in here. We have like Turkish halal butchery and also Asian food store. I think we have like 4 or 5 Asian food store in here in the city center. You just have to, and then don't worry, you just have to walk there. You don't need to take a bus because it's every single spot in a sector is actually walkable. So you don't need to spend a lot of your money by pay the bus because bus in here is quite expensive, like 2-3 pounds per ride. So basically, so you just have go to city center, find some Asian store. You will find a lot of Asian ingredients, spices as well. Yeah, we do have a lot of Indomie, so don't have to worry about that. So you will be fine in here. And then for the fast food, we do have like Popeyes, KFC, and other kind of like that. Then we also have like the most affordable food they call FS, like kebab things. So it's like only cost you like 6 or 7 pounds per meals. It's basically a giant kebab, so you can eat it like the whole day. So don't worry about the food actually. So just come here, find a lot of fun things in here because Universe Sector will be offering a lot of amazing things. So thank you very much. I think that's it from me.
Oh,
Thank you
so
very much.
one thing, sorry, then can I add
Yeah,
one thing about
go
food?
ahead, go ahead.
So
Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
don't worry about food. You basically can cook everything, the
Oh
ingredient
yeah.
mostly you will have in here. So literally, if you're going back to Indonesia, you can just book or make some like a restaurant thing. So
Yeah.
That's one thing that you
Or
add
we
for
come to
personal
Seno house.
things.
Or we come to Seno house. Or we come
Oh
to Seno.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we also have like kind of like regularly Indonesian party community here. So it's like every month or every week, Rupa will have that actually the party. So we invite all Indonesian in here to come here in the basically in the university. So we have like Indonesian food as well. So you just have to come free food and then yeah.
Yeah, ask Seno to prepare.
Yeah, basically. Thank you
All right,
guys.
thank you very much. So our next speakers are Cal and Noor, who will talk about the admission process for both master and PhD. So Cal, would you like to start, please?
Yeah, thank you, Hussein, and also Martino for hosting the event today. And Rufa for sharing their student experience in Exeter. Okay, it's a wonderful experience shared. Okay, I hope you guys can see my share screen. So I'm Cal, the regional manager for the University of Exeter based in the Kuala Lumpur office in Malaysia. I'm your key contact person if you have any questions with regards to applying to the university for your master's, PhD or whatsoever, and also scholarships, pre-departure briefings and everything. Those will be run by our office here in KL for all the students planning to study in Exeter. So for the generally, why do you want to consider for Exeter? I know this is going a bit backward, but this is just some facts about our rankings and our location as well. So we are currently just been listed on the QS Pro ranking 2027, 436, 136 globally as the university ranking. We are also first in the UK for the SDG 13 Climate Action Sustainability Impact Rating on the THE Impact Ranking 2026, 12th in the UK for Geography and Environmental Science on the Compact University Guide 2027, second in the world for Ecology Shanghai Ranking Global Ranking for Academic Subjects 2025. We are also triple gold, which is the gold on TEF 2023 ranking. A member of Raster Group Member University for the University of Exeter. We are committed to excellence in teaching, research, and student experience, as you can actually hear from Agung and Rufa previously. Our students community populations on the campus, currently we have about approximately 30,000 students from all over 150 countries in the world come to study at Exeter. Okay, so this is just some recap of the latest QS World ranking that has just been released the last few weeks though. Okay, the latest one. We are located at the southwest of England. This is where we are located in the UK map, as you can see on my presentation slides. Okay, two locations with 3 campuses. Okay, in Exeter itself is the main campus of Streatham campus and St. Luke's campus. So for most of you that who are actually studying program that have been done the presentation previously, most of them are all equally located in Streatham campus, the main campus. We are 2 hours direct train away from Exeter to central London. Okay, and 1 hour train away to Bristol. If you want to travel to Bristol for jalan-jalan, for shopping or to makan-makan, you can actually do it in Bristol or in Exeter as well. We also have the access to beautiful beaches, about 20 minutes by bus or by train to multiple beaches in Exeter. So if you are a beach goer, if you suka pantai, if you suka, sunbathing, picnicking by the beach area, catch up with your friends over the beach area, we are actually a good location to live and also to study in the UK. Cleanest and safest city among compared to the other larger cities like Birmingham, London, or Manchester. Those are a bit much more bigger cities. They are a bit much more higher crime rates compared to Exeter. We have a lower crime rate in Exeter. We are also a Muslim friendly city. As Ago mentioned, you can get a lot of Muslim halal food in the city center of Exeter. To add on also, we do have a mosque in the city center for students who want to undertake prayers or anything with the religious prayers. They can actually do it in the city center as well, in the mosque, or at the prayers room available on our campus as well. And our third campus will be in the Cornwall campus, which is the Falmouth. It's mainly focused on ecology, marine sciences, and mining programs. If you are studying those programs, you'll be based in our third campus, which is down in Penryn, down in Cornwall. So this is actually how it looks like in Exeter. We have a very beautiful city and also nature accessible from the city center itself. Whether the national park behind you can see, or to the quayside, to your left hand side you can see those boats floating on the water surface. Those are the Exeter quayside, whereby if you can enjoy kayaking, canoeing, rowing for water sports activity. If you like to do rock climbing, hiking, or anything to do with nature photography, you can do it at the national park. It's about 45 minutes by bus from the city center to the Dartmoor National Parks in Exeter. Okay, lots of coffee shops, restaurants, halal, non-halal, pharmacies, grocery shopping, cinemas, everything you can actually enjoy in the city center. The picture on the left-hand bottom corner, you can see there's some scones, clotted cream, and also jam. Okay, so that's actually the cream tea, one of our signature dish in Exeter, in Devon, okay, and also in Cornwall. So please make sure that you actually have this when you actually study in Exeter. It's actually one of our signature dish in the UK that comes from Devon. Okay, so the first campus is mainly most of the programs that you'll be studying will be based here in Streatham, the main campus in Exeter. Okay, it's a campus university. We have on-campus accommodation. We have all the computer labs, library, sports center, botanical garden, all walking distance or cycling within distance, within reach from the campus, from the on-campus university accommodation. You can actually also stay at the campus accommodation. It's only about 5 to 15 minutes walk to majority of the facilities on the campus. Our second campus, St. Luke's, most of it is I don't think they have a lot of things that you actually have to do with this campus, because this campus is mainly for medical students, for sports science students, educations. So for those students who are studying on those those courses will be based in this campus. Okay, it's rather a bit closer to the city center for St. Luke's campus compared to Streatham. From Streatham to city center, Exeter, it takes about 6 minutes to 7 minutes by bus. You can just catch a bus, or you can actually walk about 25 minutes to 30 minutes, our Asian pace, walking to the city center. And last but not least, the final campus, which is the third campus down in Cornwall, which is the Penryn campus. If you're studying courses that's related to mining engineering, ecology, marine science, anything to do with the environment, majority of the program will be delivered in our Penryn campus here in Cornwall. It's about 2 hours direct train from Exeter to Falmouth, which is Cornwall, okay, from Exeter. And it's actually a very green campus. You can see it's much more resources that most of the students studying on those programs will have most of the field trips undertaken in the environment nearby to the Cornwall area. Again, why Exeter? We have approximately about 105 Indonesian students currently studying on the campus, okay, as a whole. We do also guaranteed accommodation for students who applied to the university latest by 31st of July if you want to stay at the university on-campus accommodation. Okay. Also, in terms of security and safety, we are also one of the winners for the Purple Flag, whereby recognized as one of the UK's safest and most vibrant city centers at night. So rest assured, if you're going out alone in the city center, alone, it's actually very safe to walk around. There's no issues of crime and everything, particularly in the city center and also around in Exeter. Okay, you can actually also feel safe because there's lots of CCTVs, friendly police patrolling around. It's walkable city, make Exeter easy and safe to get through around in Exeter. You don't need to take a car or whatsoever. You can actually walk or cycle. Okay, it's designed for well-being as well for students who inclusive of community whereby students from more than 140 or 150 students stay safe, supported, and also feel at home when they actually stay and also study in Exeter itself. And also a great place to live and student and thrive as well. So it's actually a very good place to feel safe, to study and concentrate on your study as well. In terms of the entry requirements for masters, Noel will talk about PhD later after my session. So we are actually able to consider students who completed 4 years of the S1, Sarjana 1 from a recognized university in Indonesia, or a Diploma 4, D4 from a recognized university institutions. The GPA required will be depending on the jurusan that you actually applied to for the program, whether it's IPK 3.0, 3.0 ataupun 3.8 is depending on the program that you're applying to. Same goes for the English language requirement. We can accept IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo English test, and etc. And also in terms of applications for the masters, we require students to have supporting documents documents to apply alongside, namely personal statements, reference letter, and also passport copy when you put in your application to the university. So this is the equivalency because we follows the BAN PT accreditations, A unggul and B baik sekali. So if you have a nilai of IPK of 2,8 is somehow rather equivalent to a 2-1 English UK qualifications, honors classifications, 2.6 for a 2-2 minimum. That is actually what we are looking for in the IPK if you are from an A accreditasi university. If you're from a B, if we ask for 2-1, we require students to have a minimum IPK of 3,0, or if it's a 2-2 minimum requirements for the program, IPK-nya will be 2.8 for the program for the masters. And also a wide range of English qualifications we can accept. Okay, not only IELTS and TOEFL, we can also accept Duolingo, providing if you're applying for the scholarship provider, if they actually accept Duolingo, that is another different story on that. So you need to check on your provider for the scholarship. And also for the scholarship, just a bit more. These are the current list of the scholarship on LPDP that is listed for Exeter. So if you're planning to apply for any of this master's degree that is listed on the LPDP 400 pages, this is, I summarize it for you all. It's actually, these are the master's degree that we qualified for LPDP scholarship for 2026. Please bear in mind, if you're coming in September 2027, there might be a new list released in January 2027 next year. Okay, so this is actually the extended list that we have this year. We have more courses recognized on LPDP compared to last year, 2025. Okay, for this year, 2026, namely like the program like Mathematics for Climate and Dynamic Focus. We also have Geography, Geoscience, Geotechnical Engineering, etc. As for the PhD, these are the list of the discipline or the sub-study area for PhD that will qualify you for the LPDP scholarships. Okay. Okay, so if you have any further questions about entry requirements, about applications, please feel free to get in touch with me via email or WhatsApp me on my business WhatsApp number. You can also scan on the QR code to fill up your information, so we can actually send you more information on updates about LPDP, the Exeter scholarship you have self-funded, come to study to Exeter as well. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Nor, would you be able to please?
Okay, of course, I'll go now. So I'm gonna just share my screen. That one. So it's just gonna be a very brief one. I think the application process for PhD is very simple. So for first, you can go straight to our webpage and where you can look for select your
Sorry,
ideal.
we can't see your screen.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, sorry. Share again. Start again.
Still,
Is it
I
doing
cannot
anything?
see.
No.
No, Kaita.
Something
yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Yes.
Kaita coming.
Coming. Oh, good. That's good. Right. So let's try again.
Good, Kaita. Good.
Right, so it's quite easy, a simple thing to do in terms of applying for a PhD. So just go straight to our website, and then you just choose, select the ideal program that you want to do. Then if I go next to, that's my next screen. Then you'll be able to, once you've chosen everything, so we will need a few documents from you. So pretty straightforward, supervisor and the email to confirm that they're willing to supervise your research. But I believe it's something that, probably Martino, Hussein will be able to kind of coordinate everything for you. As long as you got a name and everything's confirmed, just submit your application with your research proposal, your transcript and certificates, CV or cover letter. And if you're applying for engineering, so we need 2 references, academic references. For the other, there's only 1. And don't worry about the English language certificate like IELTS or equivalent at the point of application. You can always provide that, at a later stage. So don't worry about that too much when you've submit your application. In terms of how it works, the turnaround time, we are looking towards probably 20 working days at the point of from the point of you submit your application to us until you receive a decision back from the department, and we communicate that over to you. I've just put the application deadlines here, but again, it's something you don't have to worry about because we can make exceptions for BMKG anyway. So it depends on how things are progressing, discussions and everything. We can select set applications even before by October. So don't worry about that at all. That's for the next academic year. It's going to be January start. So yeah, so basically it's quite simple, I think straightforward for me. So just got some contact details here. So if you want to reach out to me by email, just put that for my attention. So our email address, a phone number here, and there's always the pop-up chat on the page as well if you want to kind of reach out to me by then. But if you prefer me to kind of call you back or contact you back, just provide a message there and I'll be able to get back to you. Yep, so that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Noor.
Yeah.
So I think we are open to questions if there are. I have put my email there as well as the global exchange for the university there. So if anybody is interested in, they can contact me via email. I will coordinate it, or they can contact our global partnership, and then they can coordinate with me. Where we will find the answer. So if there are any questions, please let me know.
Hussein, there are some
There are
questions
some
in
questions
the chat.
here.
In the chat, yeah, okay. There is a question about if there is a possibility of extending the masters for 2 years of study. That would be if no, do you have any idea about this? Because
I think
it's not
if somebody's doing MBIRES, Masters by
right.
Research, that would gonna be 2 years, and that is part of the PGR, not PGT. So yeah, it is possible for you to do those, but depending on the courses that we have on the page, it's possible.
Okay. And that would be MRes zone, not
MBIRES. So
yeah.
I think for MRes, I think it's going to be a year, I think. But again, depending on the course and options available on the page on the website.
There's a 2-year version of ADSS. There's the ADSS with professional placement, and that takes 2 years. The second year, you are in a working and applying what you learned in the first year in a external organization. So that is a 2-year taught master's.
Right. There is a question about, I want to ask, would it be possible to get a letter of acceptance, I would assume, faster for my LPDP Action Scholarship Batch 2? So the Batch 2 has opened today, and they're asking if it's possible to get the letter of acceptance faster. I'm not sure if it's master's program or PhD program. So PhD program is a bit more straightforward because you can just coordinate with your supervisor. For masters, well, there's a process, but I'm sure we can talk with the office to be a bit to put that in priority.
Yeah, if they want to kind of post the student number, and I can follow up with the postgraduate talk team. Thanks.
Yes. One of the things that I would like to communicate is that if when you're applying for University of Exeter, if you can put BMKG there for us in your documents, then we would be able to follow it faster than any other application. So there is another one. Okay,
Hussein, I think you missed one question from Yogi.
Okay.
He asked about the
so
use
is it
of
up?
AI.
Okay, yeah, okay. So there is a question about use of AI and policy of University of Exeter. Do we allow our students to use AI or not? It is very much dependent. I can tell you about our department, which is we have 3 classes of courseworks that we allow. AI prohibited, AI minimal, and AI assisted, which there is a policy for each of them based on the what lecturer has decided. Regarding dissertations and all those things, AI grammar check, fine. The rest of it is a bit hazy for us at the moment. We would like people to do their job with their themselves, but yes, we have a clear policy there. And so there is, have I lost anything else? No. So LPDP, so there is a, sorry, hi everyone, I'm Vera, such a wonderful session. There was a question about MSc in Mechanical Engineering for Marine Science. Is it available here? or not. We have a MSc in mechanical engineering, which has a couple of modules and pathways, but it is MSc in mechanical engineering as general. It's not marine science or something. Marine science can be beneath what we call under umbrella of mechanical engineering, but we don't have a MSc for marine science, but we have a general MSc, yes, for mechanical engineering, with focus on computational mechanics and computational fluid dynamics, which is what they use in marine science. Is there any other question? Thank you, Mark, for being there. He left, so that's so. If you have any further questions, I will put my this again here. Feel free to contact me or our global partnership team. We would happily help you. And for your applications, if you can, please put the BMKG term there so that we can follow up them easier. Is there any other question?
I have a question, Lucien, for Hugo, I think.
For Hugo, yes.
I read the optional modules in the website.
Yeah.
Is it possible for us to pick all of optional 4? Because in this website, correct me if I'm wrong, you have to pick at least one in optional module group 1, 3, and 4, right?
I haven't got. Sorry, let me just open the page again.
Thank you.
I'm not sure that's correct, actually. Let me just. Right, so you can
maximum 30 credits.
So it says yes. So it says may take. So that doesn't mean you have to do it. So essentially, to get the masters, you have to get 180 credits. So 90 credits are compulsory, and then you choose the other ones from the list which is given. Actually, with the possibility of doing some with our approval, you can potentially do 15 or 30 credits which are outside this entirely. But yeah, you don't have to do everything in optional module group 1.
So what if I pick all of optional 4? Is it possible? Or
So
I have to pick
15 to 30 credits from optional group 4, so that means 2 modules.
Just 2 modules. So it is not possible for me to choose all of them if I interested to all of the modules in optional 4.
So not in MSc weather and climate science. I don't know whether that might be possible. Mark's gone now, but I don't know if that would be possible under ADSS, which is the course that he described. Because we want people to have a fairly broad understanding of weather and climate. So doing 4 modules in statistics wouldn't perhaps give that.
Thank you for the confirmation.
Thank you very much. Is there any other question?
Yes, just to add to that, so I think what Hugo was saying was, yeah, we only ask students to do 120 credits or 180 credits in total. But if there are modules that you're interested in, you can ask to audit, which is when you join the classes so you can hear the material, but you don't take the assessment. So if there are modules that you are really interested in, but they're more than what you can take, you could still perhaps engage with them. So there's different ways to kind of move around that situation.
Thank you, Sally.
Thank you very much. I can't see any questions in chat either, so I would assume that we can finish the session. So thank you very much, everybody who attended. Thank you very much for my colleagues who presented. So I have put my email there, and all my colleagues have put their email there. So if you have any questions, please contact us, and we will try our best to help you as soon as possible. Just remember to put the BMKG term there so that we can follow it up faster. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Hussein,
Thank you,
and
Hussein.
all
Thank
University
you,
of Exeter
everybody.
College.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Pak Abe, thank you.
Thank you, Pak Martino.